Hey guys, what is up? This is Loosen Up Blockchain. Today we're back with some more Outer Worlds. Now, first things first, this episode is going to be a little bit of a longer episode, and from here on out, I think I mentioned this before I took my small break. A lot of these episodes are going to be really long-winded because there's a lot of dialogue in this game, and it's kind of like too much dialogue to edit out. But anyway, last time we would finish the Iconoclast storyline, and we found out that Graham was behind the massacre that happened so long ago, giving those pirates the gate code, killing all the innocent people here. This time, we are going to go ahead and head towards Sanjar and figure out what he wants to do
May the
over there.
eternal
What's up,
truth
Rose?
guide you.
What's up? So first things first, I think I am going to switch up my party a little bit. We use Max, we use Felix. I think it's time to bring the girl Pravari back. We haven't had her on the team in quite a long time. Another thing is that sorry if you guys hear my fans. It is hot here. That's just how it's gonna be, unfortunately, until it warms up, until it cools down a bit. But hold on. Once again, drinking shit when I start the shit. But, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and head towards Amber Heights. I also need to sell a lot of weapons and armor. And, we can store a bunch of shit, actually, when we get to Amber Heights, but... Not Amber Heights, Stellar Bay. We've already been in Stellar Bay. We're gonna just go ahead and fast travel right into the middle of it. For some reason, if you fast travel to either one of the doors, it just takes you to the door, which I kinda get, but I kinda don't. Can also finish a quest here for the Iconoclast. If you guys remember that boy Tucker, we finished his mission last time. He said he'd be returning home to his mother. We can go ahead and get some XP and some bits for that. Build-wise, I did mention also how I was going to try to change my build to more of a range build or something else, but that's probably not going to happen. I'm probably going to stick with what I've been using. I am going to use the rework machine from time to time to kind of just reset my points to where I want them to be. I'm not really following the guide or anything here. So first things first, if you spawn right in the Cellar Bay, right in the middle, they'll be right here. So we can go ahead and finish the mission. Look at Tucker.
Oh,
And got to her.
Captain, you did it! My little boy is back, safe and sound. Tell the captain how grateful we are, Tuck Tuck.
Mama, I told you that I'm not staying. I just came back to talk to you about why I left. Then I'm going back to Amber Heights.
Oh, we'll get that silliness sorted out. You're safe here with me, and that's how it's going to stay. Isn't that right?
You mentioned a reward from bringing Tucker home?
Didn't I? Suppose I can't expect you to just be content at a good deed done. No? Well, all right.
Yeah, give me my money.
Dear kind stranger, this is every bit I've scrimped and scraped for years to save. But it's more than worth it to have my Tuck Tuck home safe again.
Good luck to the both of you. All that for 500 bits,
Don't worry about
man.
me, Captain. Mama and I'll work this out.
My boy
What you
says
say?
he'll only stay a few days before returning to Amber Heights. Can't you speak to him for me?
Alright.
Don't worry about me, Captain.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
So alright, that gives us quite a lot of XP as long as some other stuff. Now before we go ahead and see Sanjar,
What makes you say that? Well, you got your life experience as a hunter, and I
Go ahead.
memorized every episode of Terror on Monarch.
I hear those rich people.
Oh, Terror on Monarch's a riot. It's all made up, though. You know that, right?
Yeah, right. Next, you're gonna tell me Halcyon and Helen weren't based on a real person.
I won't tell you.
Oh, Lord.
No. You seem happier in your ignorance.
there's a lot of funny stories. There's a side mission here, we can do that quite later. So I'll let them go ahead and talk there. I'd like to go ahead and let you guys listen to the dialogue and be quiet. I also need to look for the landing port, which is, I believe, right here. So if we go over here, first of all, we can talk to this guy.
Hold on there.
What?
Gotta sign you in. Don't
Oh,
think
yeah,
I've
okay.
seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
I've been in Stellar Bay for a
Well,
while.
spit and sulfur. Mr. Sanjar keeps me posted at this landing pad, so I don't hardly know anything about what goes on in town.
So go
Yeah.
tell Mr. Sanjar to kick rocks. Life's too short for landing pad duty.
But I like this job. It's the best way to see who's coming and going from Stellar Bay. Which means I get to do my favorite part. Okay, On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
I travel
Aw,
discreetly.
don't be like that. I never
Oh,
get to do
okay.
this part.
Okay.
Please.
Okay, I'm sorry,
Well.
Captain Lucen.
There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code.
I'm sorry,
not
I
supposed to
caved
do
in too
that.
fast.
It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Celebrate really that isolated? It's not. I'm gonna have a look around
Sanjar will be
town.
mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh,
Sure.
if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor. I got
What is
this
it?
Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard
Why'd he
anything
pose
in
like
a
that?
while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Boss,
Who's the black hole?
come on. Black Hole Birdie, the Hole Meister, the Hack Attack.
That's Bertie Holcomb, only one of the greatest tossball hackers ever. Everyone's heard of him.
Is
even on
Pavardi's last name
Monarch.
Hulk?
We still get some of the games. You been living in a sulfur pit or something?
I've been in hibernation for decades.
You're real funny. Guess I don't feel so bad for missing what goes on in the rest of Stellar Bay.
Exactly.
Thanks
I'll
to
go ahead
both.
and ask about the poster.
Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Alright. And this is why we have to make longer episodes. I'm literally almost at 10 minutes. We have done nothing that I wanted to do today. Also, did we call that thing down? I thought we did. So it should be... Okay, there it is. I'm just being stupid. Alright. So, if we go up here, I don't think we've done this before in any of the cities, we can go to the computer and we can go ahead and insert Hawthorne's ID cartridge, and this will go ahead and bring the Unreliable to the landing pad. So it's been at Cascadia this entire time. And we're gonna go ahead and go inside it. We're gonna go ahead and put Felix up. Felix is has been asking us about something. We're going to go ahead and talk to him later on that on a later date. Pavardi also has something we can ask her back on the ship. I think it has to be back on the ship though. But once again, we will go ahead and we will get on that later. Those character side missions will come later. If I'm being honest, I'm probably going to go ahead and get Nyoka's over with first and a later date just because it is on this planet. With that being said though, we're going to go ahead and get into this Unreliable. I really wish these load screens are a little bit shorter, but they're not. It is what it is. I kind of wish there was a next gen version update for this game. I'm kind of sad that it isn't. It's a pretty good game, pretty popular when it came out. It had a bunch of DLC. So first things first, you can go ahead and go to this bin here. It's kind of like our little player bin. This is pretty much unlimited. This will be here pretty much throughout the entirety of the game. I'm just gonna go ahead and put all the special weapons I'm not using in there. I actually hope that I didn't put any of the special weapons or items in there. So we go ahead and put some of our armor pieces in there as well. What's this? Is this a special piece? I don't remember picking this up. We'll put that in there. It looks kind of cool. We'll put Max's gear in there because I like to keep the character's armor. That's just me, though. And I guess that's it. We'll just keep everything else in there. Oh, yeah. Max's stuff. We'll keep the leader set of armor in there because I like the design. Also keep some of that. And that's all we're going to keep in there today. A lot of that might not make sense to a lot of you guys, but it is what it is. And I think I probably did delete some of those special items. Unfortunately, but it is what it is. We'll throw the axe in there because we don't really need it, and everything else in the inventory we'll keep. So we do that, and we're also going to go ahead and get Pavardi up out of here. Oh yeah, before that though, we can go ahead and look through Alex Hawthorne's messages. We can go to his unread messages. We can get a message from Bedford here. Forgot to mention this in the previous message. Telling me, I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of the Signature Steels. It's about a dashing space pirate with the heart of a steel. It's not exactly Board of Pooh, so don't go showing around to your space buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Anyways, similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. So yeah, Alex, or Hawthorne, actually seemed to be, he has a lot of messages from this dude, as you can see. But obviously, Autumn doesn't seem to search for it back. But if we search this archive cartridge keyword for weapon, this gives us some locations of some more science weapons, I believe. So, yep, there's a science weapon on Scylla, and there's another one here in Cascadia as well. Or, I'm sorry, on Monarch. It is in Cascadia somewhere, though. We can go from that. Another thing we can do, though, if we go into our logs, as you can see, we have some logs on different things here. But most importantly, as you see, we search hey, find clues, we get some logs. Gives us some XP there. I don't know, is anything else going to pop up? Okay. So we don't have any message for Lucen. Alright, so the main thing I wanted to look at, though, was that if we go upstairs, we got this guy. There's no response from this auto-mechanical unit. A serial number etched onto its letter is Sam. Sorry, I didn't read all that. So yeah, we got this guy here. This is a whole party member called Sam. We can activate him by getting some parts to him, but of course we'll be doing that on a later date.
Since when? Since the Rangers decided their 8th back should stay in the Wednesday zone. Come on, Felix. The Rangers threw that game.
Were we listening to the same game? The Rangers were robbed. The Hammers had the judges in their pockets.
Teams that play poorly deserve to lose. That's a fundamental law of the universe.
Don't bring religion into this, preacher.
The Rangers handily snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. If you can't see that, let's just agree to disagree.
I disagree. Also, get spaced. Hey, boss. I want to talk to you.
Little later, Felix, a little later. So that's kind of things that happen around on the ship. As you can see, the ship members will conversate with each other and have different conversations with each other. This can happen a lot, and it happens between pretty much any two interactions with different teammates. We got Pavardi here. What's up, Pavardi? Haven't seen you in a while. Fine. Alright, anyway. Let's go ahead and do... I actually scared me. I actually never seen Felix walk like that. Alright, let's go ahead and get Pavardi and go ahead and head towards Sanjar. Taking a lot of time left. So yeah, we only have 2 more party members to find, and we've come across both of them already. Sam is one of them, and the other one is back on Groundbreaker. We passed her on the Groundbreaker, and I think when I go back to Groundbreaker, I will go ahead and pick her up. But until that happens, that might happen after... I don't know, they'll happen a little bit later in the future when I pick up our last party member as well as Sam. Now for Sam, we do have to go to Scylla, I believe, to pick up a part for him. We can also find a science weapon at. So whenever we have to go to Scylla, which is there's a mission on Groundbreaker to go to Scylla, we'll go ahead and just do all that in one outing. But that will come a little bit later. So anyway, we got Nyoka, we got Pavardi. Let's do this. Alright. Nyoka's weapons are fine. Pavardi's weapons and armor should be okay. I did have her when I first came to Cascadia.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Alright.
New business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How
Look at her
can
hair.
yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule.
Very weird questions if you ask
This
me.
newcomer has a meeting with me.
No. You have a meeting
You
with me.
hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore
Yes.
in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here?
Alright, me? I'm charting my own path, going where the wind takes me.
A charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
Hey, it could be for both.
Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disappointments. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. Thanks
What are you
to the
hoping to
so-called
accomplish?
hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
I don't... Dang it, Captain, that's not right. Folks on
Damn,
Mars should not
Pavarti?
suffer just because the board says so.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
And you tried scrounging and scrapping by that? Sounds like you're freer than anyone else in Halcyon. Why not embrace it?
Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
It's a coward's
I have
answer.
people to look after. I need to be practical.
That's why Mr.
All right.
Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
A lot of good that'll do. They'll just find another reason to turn tail and abandon you.
Not if we
Also
secure the
true.
proper safeguards first.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
This lady knows what's going on.
True, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. With a
By what
Bolt
means?
52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Why,
What
one
is
of
it?
the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Ordnance or ordnance?
Ordnance, of course. We do things in a civilized fashion here. Not like Graham's iconoclasts.
There's nothing the board likes so much as paperwork.
Can a legal document really be
If
that
I didn't know
important?
any better, I'd say you just crawled out from under a rock. Forms and procedures are everything in Halcyon. And this one is located in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. And these days, it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
I'll see what I can
So
find.
taciturn, so dour. I'll be waiting with bated breath. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Sure, bye. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna head towards the arms storage. Also, we've been probably recording for almost, 19 minutes, and we still have done nothing. This is what I mean by I'm going to have to start
What's it like
recording
in
longer
Everett?
episodes.
I hear you workers were on the clock every available moment.
We always got 8 hours a day for sleeping. Just not always consecutive.
My condolences. I appreciate consistent wages like any other sane person, but that still sounds awful. At least Sanjar gives his folks weekends.
Weekends?
Hand to the void. I used to drop by the bar in
Damn.
Stellar Bay to knock a few back with the folks who had Saturdays off.
Don't know what I'd have done with that much time. I was always behind schedule anyhow.
Knowing you, you'd sit and be alone with your thoughts.
Damn, damn, you don't even know her that well. We go ahead and upgrade Pavarti as well. I think we're gonna go ahead and just give her the companion damage ability. Let's head over to the arms now. So arms is not on the map yet because you have to walk out the door first. I don't know why that's a thing. Alright, so now we can. So okay, it's actually right outside the fence, we can just walk it. Yeah, okay. It's only right outside of here, so we can just go ahead and walk it.
There's always something to fix. And it's neat working in the Aether. I always took Atmo for granted. Now, if I drill through the hole, we all suffocate. Exciting, you know?
I'm not sure I wanted to know that. Being in space sets me on edge enough.
You know about stellar emissions? Actually, I probably shouldn't tell you about this. I mean, not unless you want to know how we're all likely to get spacers lung.
Right. Okay. When we get back to the ship, I'm drinking this conversation right out of my recollection.
Damn right. Damn right. Alright.
Things you'll find in the ruins are liable.
Yeah, I know. We've been here before. Once again, always nice to see them conversate with each other. Oh, I thought that killed you. Nice. Alright, get a little bit more. Bam. Bam. Oh, that was a nice shot. Oh, there's a colossal one over there. That's not good. And he spits. We'll wait till he comes a little bit closer to use our ability. Go ahead and get rid of these smaller ones first. You're still not really coming close. Go ahead and hit you with that then. I'll also hit you with this. Get more damage while you're down. And we'll finish him off ourselves. Look at the damage we're hitting now. Up. Done. And you're done too. Really nice fight. No one even went down that time. That's what I'm talking about. Ah, another flaw. Repeated encounters drop the downside lessen your effectiveness when they're attacking you or your companions. Fortunately, we aren't going to be taking that. Or any flaws, really. I did take a flaw in my very first playthrough. Immediately regretted it, honestly. So we can just kind of pick-lock this open. I think there's also another way to get on here. Like there's a ladder or something to get up here, but I don't really remember. We're just gonna go ahead and pick-lock it. There also might be a key card laying around somewhere that someone might have. But once again, if you have a high enough pick-lock skill, you can just pick-lock it. So that's what we're gonna do. Alright, so first things first, I think this computer's gonna have some stuff on it. Sanjar has a bad habit of padding his reports with numbers and statistics. Not very good with slogans, jingles, or taglines. Presentations tend to be dry and lacking in emotional appeal and funny references. Sanjar also displays a noted tendency to complete work rather than... Oh, deleting it? And a 10... Wow, isn't that not a good thing? He completes work rather than... Isn't that a good thing? Is that not a good thing? And 10... and a 10 on becoming an upper management. All in Sanjar's work habit suggest a preoccupation with the details and startlingly lack of vision. Cannot recommend him for further assessments. Needs improvements for the following areas: inspiration, communication, and delicacy. So basically what they're saying is that they weren't really up for a good review. It wasn't recommended. So Graham, hack that. Graham understands that the product messages and branding is impressive, especially for his relatively low-level editor. Has a knack for memorable slogans and taglines. However, Graham has issues with and shows consistent disregard for pre-scribed fonts and formats. Some of his work has been flagged for further supervision. So then we have this one. Doors real knack for brief. Compelling, recommended for promotion. Alright, cool. Alright, well, just gonna go ahead. We'll delete all that for him, even though we took a look at it. Go ahead and just delete it for him. Give us some extra XP. Don't know if that really keeping it that does anything. Leave it let me know in the comment section below if you know. Anyway, we can go ahead and get some. Ooh, that had a lot of shit in it. And I think I took that home by complete accident. But, it doesn't really matter. Model spaceship. Bracelet, weapon part. Another look. Oh, okay. Don't mind me if I do. We'll go ahead and take that for Pravarti. I don't know what level weapon she has. I don't know if she has a Mark II or not. Another revolver. I think she might be better with handguns, low-key. I actually might give her a handgun. Since we have Nyoka with us.
Hello?
Oh!
Hello? I hear boots out there. Wait, can rats hear boots?
Snarl like a raptidon.
Get away!
Oh. She sounded so sad and cute at the same time. Sorry, couldn't help it. Who's in there?
Thanks, the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy.
Oh, this is Huxley.
My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Mana Queen showed up. Then Raptidon, who's a void-blasted mess. I ran in here, and, now the door's locked. Little help?
Alright. You got locked in how?
Easier than it sounds, alright? Next time you get chased by Raptidons, you let me know the rationality of your decisions.
Well, I need to get in that room.
Phew. Thanks, mister. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here and took off. Probably got munched. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat's belly. Gross.
Probably in one of their bellies, but there must be a way to open it from the inside.
It's locked.
Right, okay, but let's try the handle. Turn it upwards, Anne.
Upward?
Oh my god.
Soul, it worked.
Wow.
Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here, and I'm headed back to Amber Heights.
Still landing yourself in trouble, eh, Hux?
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh, you're traveling with someone. Never mind.
I wonder if we had one less party member, if Hux would have became a temporary party member. That's kind of cool. I don't think so, though. You sure you're okay to travel?
Sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy, and hey, who's your identical, slightly blurry friend?
Oh, damn. Normally, when you help someone, they give you something for their troubles.
But I ain't got nothing on me. How's about a heaping helping of appreciation and respect?
Surely you get
Afraid
something
not,
on you.
mister. Gotta pack light if I'm gonna run away from monsters.
We could have, yeah, okay, it's alright, we won't.
Thanks a
Good
lot,
luck.
mister.
We could have got some extra bits out of her, but hey, it is what it is. Probably didn't have that much on her. Alright, so with that, we get the bolt cartridge. And we also get some looting. And, hold on. Bop, bop. 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 And that's about it. Oh, wait, nope. Yep, that is it. So, yeah, like I said, the actual car to get in this place is probably somewhere in the Raptidon's stomach somewhere, or on a dead guy. You just have to look for it and kill the Raptidons to get it. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and head back towards Sanjar. But before that, though...
So the ship talks? Do all ships do that?
I can't say for certain, since I only ever been on this one. Ada's something special, though, ain't she?
Ada. What is it? She? It? I'm a bit fuzzy on the details.
Used to be, I thought she was a simulated intelligence. You know, a long series of commands telling her how to react to certain inputs.
You used to. What do you think now?
Well, I worked with a lot of machines, and ain't none of them like her. They can be pretty smart, but mostly they're rule books with a voice box. Ada's different.
One of life's mysteries, I suppose. I don't trust it. If it crashes us into a star, I'll be a mite upset.
Always nice conversations between the two. That's why I wanted to have them together. But we can go ahead and talk to Sanjar now. Tell him that we got the bolt cartridge for him.
Friends in Amber Heights. They're not the most reliable types. Anyway, what can I do for you?
What's that supposed to mean? Alright, anyway. I found your review in the arms
You
building.
weren't supposed to look. I asked you to delete it.
Yeah, you sent me into our Raptidon-infested mess to
I
clean
didn't
up.
mean for any harm to come to you. This
Yeah, I know.
has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them.
Your left kidney?
One of the executives required a transplant. I thought volunteering to donate might improve my prospects. Apparently not.
Who cares what they think? You're in charge now.
In charge of a scrap heap of a city. Abandoned by the board and surviving only through the hypocrisy of our trading partners.
And you made it work. That's more than anyone can say for those execs.
I hadn't thought of it that way. But perhaps there's something to that. Thank you for that. Was there something else?
I have got the bolt.
Yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less.
How exactly is the data cartridge going
What
to
a
help?
question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
Yes, finally the board would get their comeuppance.
Sort of. Really, we're just going to blackmail them into offering us a seat at the table.
But really, whatever gets you excited about the idea. It's definitely a firm middle finger.
Hey, I can get
That's
behind
what
that.
I'd like to hear. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Those bastards. Leave us to our perils, then come back just to reap what they can.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
You sly dog.
You really think so?
Yes.
I admit I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed someone capable to help me carry it out. If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are.
I know how to make people talk.
Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it?
Watch it with you people.
I didn't mean to make assumptions. Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it. A foolproof plan if I ever heard one. I'll leave the execution to you.
And it's time to stop broadcasting. You're
just as
jamming.
rigid as the old
Double speak.
executive committee. Why, we've hardly been able to get a clear message out until recently.
When Graham finally shut up.
It isn't easy
Yeah, that was me.
keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that
Must be another way for
frequency
you
to
to do
reach our
business.
trading partners. Indeed. That's why it's imperative that MSI be reinstated onto the board. If we can find proof that one of the companies on the board is also active on Monarch, that'll give me all the leverage I need.
Fine, then you're stopping
have
those
my
broadcasts. Met someone affiliated with C3.
Who?
Bunch of jackasses staging the devil's
Them.
peak.
They're
Yeah.
hardly a corporation. More like a jumped-up band of thugs with certain pretensions. The evidence I'm hoping for would implicate one of the board powers. Anti-Cleos, Spacer's Choice, UDL, someone of that caliber.
Not that we
Alright.
don't appreciate your diligence.
I met Graham on landing
I
pad.
see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
He did a bang up
Well,
job.
that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
Alright, gotta go. Alright, so looks like we're gonna have to make our way back towards Fallbrook. We did pass Fallbrook on the way to Amber
You ever
Heights
been off Monarch,
earlier.
Yoko? Before you met the captain, I mean.
Nah, I mostly just drank and hunted. Soon as you stop to dream of other things, that'll be the day something sneaks up and eats you.
Don't fret. I'm watching your back now. Anything tries to eat us, I'll give it a mighty whack on the nose.
Well, I'll be damned. You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
They're so cute together. They're so fucking cute together. You can't tell me otherwise. Alright, with that being said, though, I think that's going to be it for this episode, guys. I know I just said we're going to start doing some longer episodes. I think that's going to start next episode because there's going to be a lot of stuff we're going to have to take care of. With that being said, though, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you are enjoying the series, and I shall see you guys next time. Stay safe out there,